Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 11.2.1 and the United States campaign. And well, where we left off, we were entering 1939 and we are now into 1940. And that's because not a lot has been happening. We did finish up the production queue. And what I've moved on to now is a few infrastructure-y type things. So we're building some heavy industry in our level 10 industrial areas. And what I'm also doing is we've built a couple of, we've got a few of these surviving militias. I've also got all of our air units all together. In fact, do we have any? Just trying to, yeah. So we've still got you over here as well. So let's just make sure we're not going to lose anything. I want to arrange our air units next. But we've got sort of everything moderately together, and I'm in a position now where things are relatively good. We've got most of our naval assets all at least in some form of order, and in fact we've got a huge amount of submarines. We've got what I'm going to call sort of our frontline units, and then we've got our backup destroyers as well. But we've got a fair amount of relatively modern destroyers over here, about 20 of them, so we've got enough to make some decent units, and then we've got what is effectively a bit of a safety net of replacements. But yeah, it's a moderately interesting one. In fact, we've got another 10 transports up there for some reason. I'm not sure why I moved them up there, but well, let's bring them back. And yeah, we are still on speed 10, and that brigade one's quite useful. 42, and that in superior firepower, yeah, is going to unlock that one there. And yeah, metal and thingies for money, that's fine. Yeah, 1940 strategic bombing command or bombardment tactics, that's okay. And yeah, we are up to date on all of our 1940 techs. Rocket artillery ammunition though would be a good grab. And yeah, we're just trying to get as much money as we can. Okay, and direct fire stuff has just finished up. Let's get artillery brigades and the AFV weapons. And we've got a load of 1940 things to grab there. And it does look like our production is moving somewhat in the right direction. Alright, military police. Now, I have no idea, by the way, if I am building up everything correctly. I would hope. I mean, there's been no other way that I could see of doing this correctly, so I'm assuming that I've built things in the right sort of way, but again, I don't know for certain if there's a specific way of doing the US, so we are eyeballing it a tiny bit, not drastically, but just a little bit. And I don't need to give money for supplies. So rares. Fine to send out the rares. I mean, we've got 999 of everything and a decent surplus of everything, so I mean, yeah, we've got crazy surplus in pretty much everything, which is good. Artillery training. We can get armoured cars, and then we can get the AFV tracks and suspension. But I'm recording this back from the music festival I was at, which is kind of cool. I'm happy to be back. It's always nice to chill out a little bit. I've put up a video tonight which was covering my experiences of Bloodstock this year. I love a good metal festival, so this is it's a bit of a pilgrimage for me every year that I go. I get the impression that maybe we need to do invest in the scientific community again. And we've got 2 left. Let's go for the traps and suspension. You get desert warfare, Arctic warfare. Let's get the desert warfare out the way. And energy for money. Energy for money, yeah. Special forces, I can finish up. Let's get the Arctic going. And yeah, we've got a few anti-tank. A few tank ones to grab there, which is good. And yeah, so we've got a fair amount that we need to do. Also got a light carrier class to get. But yeah, Bloodstock is a good festival. It's very calm, to be honest with you. I mean, I think a lot of people get worried about metal, and I think it can sort of freak people out a little bit. But most metal, in my experience, or at least the people that go to these things, it's a pretty relaxed community of people that are there. Lost a little tiny bit of leadership. I'm not sure what to, but we can probably reduce our spies, actually, thinking about it. I've only got 302 free spies. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more. Let's get the mountain HQ. I'm building up all of our HQs because, you know, it's better than nothing to get a few HQs out, even if we aren't building mainline units at the moment. Alright, logistical strike. And we're getting onto armor plate thickness. And metal for money. So, you know, we're taking that upwards. And at least we're going to have all of our doctrines in a fairly good spot. You know, that's sometimes something that I don't often have in these campaigns. We've started with a lot of leadership. And no, I do not want to import supply. No, no, no. That's good. Okay, so infantry support weapons. 42. And we want single engine fighters. And no, I don't want to import supplies. Very bad. Naughty. Okay. So what do we need navy-wise? What are we lacking? So we need a single submarine. The Mackerel, what a name. So we needed a single submarine. We needed... definitely need one more transport ship. And to be honest with you, I think we could do with another 3 like that, and then another 4 in 2 groups like that. The landing craft, start getting ready for amphibious operations against the Japanese. So that's good going. I could build 1 light cruiser. Yeah, that's good. I think that fills out our navy okay. And then now it's over to these guys. So, a bombardment group. Another one there. So how many have we got? So there's 16 mediums there. That's an odd number. So we could probably do with another 4 medium bombers. Definitely another interceptor. And 2 fighter bombers, I think. 2 groups of 2, so 4. And then I think let's get ourselves some transport planes. Lovely. So that fills out what we've got existing, which is good. And yeah, we're happy to help the Brits. We need to keep them in the war if we can. Marine HQ, 1940. We can take that away, and we can take off that. And we can start getting a few of the bomber prototype type things going. No, yes, no. And got an air order. And Poland fell very quickly, like it normally does. But I would say probably a tiny bit quicker than usual, so hopefully that means Germany is going relatively to ham. And it should be said that Japan has defeated the Chinese. So they're sort of as strong as they can get. Capital ships development and frigates. 1940, perfect. Okay, we did have the Marine level 5 thingy come up. And don't mind losing a little tiny bit of supply just to build that out a little bit. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear in the description if any of you guys have been to any festivals. In fact, I heard that there's the world's biggest festival is in, I believe it's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Is this Wisconsin? Yeah. And it's called, apparently it's called Summerfest. I wonder what that's like. I had a little look at the lineup for this year. I think it's already been and gone. It was called like, it had like Lamb of God there, and it had Disturbed, and a load of like pop people that I don't recognise. But that you know, that's interesting to me. Maybe I'll go next year, because I like a good festival, and you know, I doubt it's a festival like I think of festivals though. To be fair, like I think of festivals and I think of like camping and like, you know, gritty fields, as you're gonna see in the video if you've watched it today. I get the impression from, you know, just from looking at the images of it on the internet, that it's not really very gritty there, but that's okay. And then yeah, we've got these prolonging the neutrality acts. Well, I'm going to keep doing that because I'm assuming I'm meant to, but it's really not clear. We do have some coastal forts and things being built up. I am going to try to defend every island in the Pacific. And I'm not going to export chromite. We need our chromite. But let's get rid of that tiny bit of consumer goods issue. Beautiful. And Air Force HQ. Oh, there we go. And we'll grab all of those. So we've definitely got enough HQs now for when the time comes. And IC wise, you know, they are quite expensive, these things, but they're going alright. And the consumer goods requirement is just jumping. For some reason. Naval HQ. So we can take off both of them. And we can get a flying boat going. And yeah, there's a few armament tech here to get machine gun focus. We're going to have a very well organised tech position. Whether or not that's going to translate to a decent army position is a bit of a different question. And yeah, the Spanish Republic like our submarines. That's good news. And at least by having the Republic on side, that takes away or gives us an opportunity to maybe take out Germany from them. But we'll have to see if we could get them on board. I'm happy to keep trading the Molibendium. If only to up our money a little bit. And naval HQ. And fleet commands. Decryption machine. So I think that's the first of like the 1940 stuff finishing up that we started at the start of the year. And energy for money. And I don't like that descent number ticking up. Why do we suddenly have everyone hating on us? Hey world? Just because we're America doesn't mean, you know, you have to hate us. We're beautiful. But yeah, that Summerfest thing, I'm intrigued by it. Like, anything that claims to be the largest festival in the world is going to pique my interest. Even if it, you know, it could be shit. Like, I want to throw it out there that there is a chance that it could be absolute shit. But there's also a chance it could be interesting. So, I'm a firm believer in giving things a go. So, hey, if I have any watchers from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I'm not sure that I do, but if I do, leave a comment, tell me if it's a good festival or not. You, as a local, will probably hate it, I would assume. Because I imagine it probably makes everything loud for like a few weeks, and you get arsehole tourists like me coming along, so, yeah, I suppose you might have a differing opinion on it, but that'd be quite funny, actually. But, yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. I am intrigued. Money, yes, yes, yes. All of these are good things. Going to take us over the 40 mark. Hey, there we go. All of this good stuff. This has been quite a relaxing economy simulator so far. And there we go. So the Soviet Union has taken out Finland. Did they conquer all of it? Oh, they did. Ooh. And then they gave them some land? I've never seen the AI do that. Okay. So now they're the puppet. Interesting. I mean, it's what I would do, but I wonder how the game will react to that, because I'm pretty sure Finland does join the Axis, so if that's an indicator of the way the world is going, could mean some trouble for good old Germany. There we go, a little bit more on the supply production to help out, and onto bomb load. So you can get the 4-engine bomb bay. I'm not gonna do any mining investment because I feel like we're gonna need to convert a lot of that money into stuff once the time comes. So yeah, they'll give us some money. Yeah, that's fine with me. I've got some blueprints, but that's alright. And then more energy for money, so it's not bad. We'll appease them. Let's try and, because the revolt risk was looking quite bad. Yeah, they don't like us in the northwest. They are not fans of us. There's a Yellowstone. Does Yellowstone have an image? Is that Burnley? Do not tell me. Oh, Burley. Oh, fucking hell. I thought you had a place called Burnley in America, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Can't be two Burnleys in the world. Sean Dyche should be going nuts. So drop tanks, decent. And then we've got some avionics techs, and then some lovely submarine techs to grab. And that gives us a tiny bit more on the old leadership arena. And officers-wise, we've got a really solid ratio. So I think we've definitely got the ability to grab the drop tanks. I think that's a good get. And I think all of the research or the air radars is good. Now, we could get theoretical jet engine, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. I would rather get some of these submarine ones, because we've got some options here to... Yeah, so massively increase range and reduce their visibility a little bit, so I don't think that would be terrible. And there you go, mechanical computing machine, which looks like it did unlock some further tech, so... Nuclear power. Man, there's nothing in there. Can't get the advanced tank optics at the moment. I didn't unlock anything elsewhere. To get us to Gyrosite, so we'll definitely take on Gyrosite. And then we can have a little look at submarines in a minute. Postpone those trades. And yeah, a little bit on reinforcements and upgrades and the like. Which means we can just chuck a little bit more into that. So Operation Visabung. Always an important one, that one. Good to see how strong, you know, Germany is. And it's useful to see how much destruction the British can cause. And what ships they lose. Okay, energy and energy. Okay, they've not caught a port yet. So that is some good news. Control. And yeah, a little bit more gold mining. Yeah, that's kind of interesting, because the longer they go without a port, the more trouble they're gonna find things. And yeah, we're nearly at 50. That's good. And up to 5% IC efficiency. Not bad at all. Right, road network. And a couple of submarine techs there to get. A couple of them already at 41. Man, we're on to escorts, and we've got a load of escort ship to do. So that's really good. We can be way ahead of time on that. And still no port. The longer they leave it, the more likely that Britain will reinforce them. So they need to be a little bit careful here. If Norway can stay in the war, it would be a very easy and good victory as a starting point. I don't want to trade chromium. Division HQ 41, that's fine. Let's get TB class. Road network level 5, which is going to give us just a little bit more IC efficiency. Oh no, that's not the IC efficiency one, that's the railroad one. Duh. I'm just going to turn that particular song down a little bit. Okay, so radios and electronics. Fine with me, and destroyer class. And let's get the small warship AA control computer, because we're going to be going up against a lot of Japanese. And we're going to need the best AA control that we can get. And they've lost a port, which pretty much dooms them. Though they're doing well in the south, much better than they normally do. If they can defeat that southern invasion, then you know, maybe they've got a chance. Because as long as they can hold Oslo and they can hold sort of this area. Right, navigation, air search radar, 41. Let's get the last level one there. And there you go, infantry guns, so 42. Which means we can start the standard infantry branch upgrade. We are going to stop the production queue just for a second, just to get that. And on Australia, yeah, they want to get some more Banshee, and I say go for it. And yeah, I'll export some molybdenum. Trying to get as much money as we can, so. And yeah, we've got Special Forces branch upgrade coming online soon. And they've got another port there, so that's a pretty bad sign. Right, assault weapons, 42. And we get the Special Forces branch thingy thing. And let's get the fire control computer on our destroyers improved. Capital ships development. And oh, we've got high popularity. Well, that's actually some really good news, because we can get ourselves another tech. Okay, we've only got 19 on the old production, which is a bit of a pain. Right, railroad network, yeah. And I'd like to get the warship radar, so 49. Yeah, that's fine with me. And let's get the coal mines going. Right, improve security units. Okay, that's all of the escort ones that we can get so far. And then we've got a load more here. Now, what I would say is this is looking really good. Because we need all the IC we can get at the moment, to be honest with you. And plutonium discovery. That is an interesting one. And atom bomb proposal and seaport capabilities. So we've got both of those air ones. Air and sea stuff coming online. And get the AFV weapons. So we're keeping things fairly stable. I mean, Case Yellow's begun, and well, that's always a little bit of a worry. It must be said. So we've got light cruiser armament to do. Screws and rudder, damage control, a load of 41s down there. And yeah, this definitely hasn't been the most efficient build-up I could have done. But equally, considering I've never played this nation before, you know, I've got to go with what I think it should be like. And I'm trying to play relatively historical. Alright, let's get the cruiser AA control computer because it adds a little bit of AA defense. And all of that definitely stacks up. And cast armor construction. And we can get advanced armor designs. These techs are sort of somewhat flowing into one another, which is good. Couple of things there getting done. And a little bit of gold mining. 4-engine transport plane, that can finish up. And we get the air search radar, which again is just giving us air defense, a little bit of night attack help. And then reinforcement helping out a little bit as well. So infantry radio communications at 42. And into the land of capital techs now. So a lot of these we are well and truly up to date with, but we've got to get the medium anti-air. Super heavy battleship armor, so we can start making super heavy class battleships would be interesting. A few capital techs over here to do, and then we're on to carriers. And a lot of them are at 41 already, so catapults we could get up though. So we wouldn't be in a completely awful situation. And I've got to say, in the UK at the moment, it's been bloody hot, like regularly bloody hot, and I'm just not used to it. Heat just fucks me up, like on a, like, oh, I'm just not good with it. Like, I've grown up Goth King, and Goth King cannot handle like temperatures in the 30s. I just can't do it. It's not good. And none of our homes are built for high temperatures. It's worth noting. Like, I've had this discussion with Americans before. Like, it doesn't seem that hot, and I'm like, yeah, all of our homes are made out of brick and insulated out the ass because of the fact that we have fucking, you know, really cold winters. So, like, when it's hot, it's fucking awful. Alright, Newburgh. Let's go save that out. Okay, into capital text here. So, all of these are going to need to be grabbed. Fireside chat. Something to do with France getting fucked, I think. Let's get the capital ship fire control computer improved. Okay, and then the steel casting things. And I saw that heavy armor one finish. Which would normally be useful, except in this case it's not. And then into carriers, so got a couple there. Carrier armor thickness there. Got the catapults. You know, that would all be good. And then, yeah, the industrial production ones. Okay, lovely. Okay, naval bomber prototypes. That just gives us the ability, let's get onto there. Get these carrier techs nice and Nice and toasty. And I think we're seeing a coastal fort about to go online. Catapults. And rolling artillery barrages, and then we're on to superior firepower. So we've got a few on here that we'll want to pick up. Regimental combat teams is very good. Good old combined arms warfare, baby. If you can't kill it with infantry, kill it with artillery. If you can't kill it with artillery, kill it with tanks. And yeah, we're doing army headquarters. We're doing a load of the ones to reduce the hours taken. Okay, just lost high popularity, which is a bit of a shame. But I will reduce our officer investment just a tiny bit in order to achieve it. And we can get core HQ. Okay, and there's a new monumental building. Springfield. Springfield. Wait, is that where Springfield is? Interesting. Infantry firepower focus gives them a little bit of additional attack strength. Artillery focus, I think that's good as well. We've got a few 1941s to grab here, and then we're back into our naval techs and things. So that's good. Okay. Broadcasting. We do need a little bit more in supply, so what I'm actually going to do is I am going to rebalance the budget just a tiny bit. With the aim because if I can rebalance the budget just a tiny bit, then small entertainment show or huge news and politics. Let's do huge news and politics and make everyone love us. Okay, raw materials for money. And yeah, that just finished off, which means we can get integrated support improved. We can also get time on target. So these are all good things. We are still getting nearly 20 officers a day, which is good. So 41. But them have finished up. Let's get the supply throughput. Time on target. And radar training. We've got a couple of training ones to grab here, these two. And then we're back around to like air and operating techs and command. So we've done the sort of full circle already. Super heavy battleship class. And there's the armor one that finished up. Let's get commander decision making. And nearly at 50. I think we just improved something off nicking something out of the Germans. And there goes Norway. Bit of a shame, but it is what it is. And the French, hey, you know what? They're actually sort of holding this back a little bit. Now I have got Germany set on quite a tough difficulty, so Well done, the French. This is the first time I've come across them doing actually anything of any real note at all, so good on them. Well done. In which case, let's get some of these. And yeah, we'll trade you rare materials in order to make some sweet cashola. Yeah, keep adding to our coffers, guys. And yeah, we'll send you some zinc, make a little bit of money. Rocket artillery, yeah. Right, boom. This is just like a bit of a interesting one. Right, gold mining. We're nearly at 80k again. Now, we did use 10k just to get rid of a little bit of descent, so that should say it all. And we're currently building up our supply benefit. Right, twin engine bomb bay, 1942. Let's get the armors unit training. Doing very well now on the old supply. It's rebuilding itself. This is very interesting, guys. And we can order the battleship, the USS Iowa. So, owing to the cancellation of the Montana-class battleships, Iowa is the leadership of any class. Okay, we've got a ship. Right, energy for money, yeah. Cool, take us towards the 50 mark, please. Every little helps. And yeah, that's not really done anything for any additional text for us to grab, but that's fine. And I don't want to exchange IC into resources, please, so not worth it. And we'll postpone that for 3 months. And diplomacy wise, yeah, we're well and truly with the Allies. Metal, okay. And then not a chance, and then okay, so there goes the Netherlands. Okay, we've got options, so get the war one. Foreign Affairs, Imperial Seat of Government. What does the Imperial Seat of Government do? Here we go, so yeah, I'm not bothered about the police building. So Imperial Seat of Government does get us a fair amount of bonuses. Foreign Ministry as well is pretty good. I think we should get the Foreign Ministry, to be honest with you. Get some ruling party support. And oh, we just got the hydrophone level 6. Not bad. Thank you very much to the Japanese for continuing to help our trade. And ground attack to level 6 as well. Thank you again, Japanese. We highly appreciate your help. And we're just going to remove this bit of descent. And there we go, drop tanks. 42, thank you. And we've got artillery, and then we've got another 6 that we need to grab there. Okay. And we've got the ability to form an armoured corps. And yet another armoured corps. Okay, and then we've got mechanization of infantry, which we'd be doing ahead of time, but you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. It's not always a bad thing. And yeah, let's send out some more tungsten into the world. And then we've got submarine fire control at 44. One there, and that little bit of descent is going to be gone momentarily. Happy days. Okay, the ships in our production queue are coming along slowly but surely. Okay, gold mining and Soviet blueprints have been stolen. That's good. And then we're going to be able to research or put some money into our research community. Because we want to try and keep everyone as on side as possible. And yeah, those recon ones are done. Okay, submarine AA. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And we've got large battery capacity. Airborne unit training. And we're only waiting for submarine hull to finish. So that finishes in a couple of days, and then we should be able to start doing long-range submarines again. And there goes Belgium. Energy and rares, so... Well done, France, you're doing a slightly better job than I thought you would. That one. And thermal diffusion, we're going to let that run. We're going to get gaseous as well. And then we're going to grab amphibious unit training and get that up to the next level. And then we've only got mountain to do. And then we're on to the command ones. The air ones, we want to get the CAG techs, but we don't want to... We're not massively bothered if we don't get any of those now from this point onwards. Head on wheels. So we've got a couple of armoured division HQs finishing up. And the Navy really wants money. Capital ships. And we can get heavy water production. So money's at least 17, supplies are at least 12, rares are at least 10, and then metals are at least 10. So, and yeah, let's do it. So we can start making heavy water, which gives us a little bit of a nuclear research buff. And then enter the command text. Okay. And we're going to be at nearly 50. Yeah, only need 0.8 to take us over. Perfect. That 5 from Australia will do that job. Right, motorized HQ. Let's keep that going. Okay, so large air search radar. Right, armored HQ. So yeah, those command ones normally worth getting because they just give you some basic bonuses. And how's France doing? Yeah, they're now starting to capitulate. They must have had a decent defensive line actually over the Belgian front, but that's not going to stick around for long. Right, transport ship hull. And get the battle commander recognition one. And I don't want to export copper, we'll keep that. I mean, this is still a stunning victory. You know, to take out France in not many months at all is pretty insane. Pardon me, guys. Right. There we go. Money there. Right, small warship AA. Let's get the medium armor designs going. Okay, now we've got the assault guns going. And the heavy armor going. And then we've got Air Force HQ. Which means we can now look at the air level ones here. So I want to get the CAG ones and the port strike for sure. But everything else is of secondary concern. Alright, small fuel tank. So let's get CAG pilot training. And okay, New Zealand wants a submarine, good on them. And yeah, we'll give you some crude oil for some more money, guys. Right, so the CAG pilot training, let's get the CAG crew training. And then let's get interception tactics. Because we've got some CAG efficiency ones that'll help with. Prototypes, yeah, all up to date there, but these ones over here need to be done. And yeah, we want an assault gun upgrade. And yeah, we want them in our motorized support brigades. And then we've got a light cruiser class, but we've got the 4-engine ones there to do. And around we go. Right, 8 million bayonets. Stab in the back, which gives us a little bit of a bonus. Alright, light cruiser armor. We've got the 4-engine ones going already. And that stab in the back event pretty much aligns us fully now to the Allies. We are up and running. I mean, we were before, but now we're truly up and running. Okay. Now, is there anything else we want to get there right now? I don't think there is. But there are some 41 level techs to get, like that one, and get medicine improved. That would be good to start early. Right, active sonar. Now, in the electronic techs, yeah, that comes under you. We're going to have some very swanky ships when we come to build them, let's put it that way. metal for money. Okay, let's get medicine improved. And yeah, we've got a whole load of industry techs here to do. And a couple more here as well. And in there. And the experimental nuclear reactor as well. We'll be in a good spot if we can do all of that. We're nearly... Ah, well done. So support submarines just finished up. Let's get the coal processing technologies going. And we're nearly at 60. Well, we are just over 60, which is good. And then we're doing steel production and a couple of others. Right, destroyers for bases. Which I can't say I'm against. Right, oil refining, that's good. And then we've got some electronic techs there that we're going to want to jump on. Every little helps. Right, all this little bit of money, it all adds up. Right, cruiser screws, yeah, 43. Doing all of those 41 levels, so we can get these ones going. And we are nearly in 1941, which is kind of crazy. We are speed racer in this shit. Structural improvements is a decent tech to get because it's going to allow our landing craft to do even better. Okay, yeah, we've got victory. Okay, and there goes Le Français. Very interesting. Right, so we can start raising army budgets. So, USA early mobilization. The US mobilization pace picked up in the wake of German military successes in the spring of 1940. This phase, usually called the defense period, represented a transitional stage similar to the one envisioned by the abandoned industrial mobilization plan. In May 1940, Roosevelt called for 50,000 new aircraft and a supplemental defense appropriation. He also set up the Office of Emergency Management in his executive office to coordinate the effort, and he revived the Advisory Commission of National Defense to assess the problems of mobilizing resources to prepare for comprehensive plans for various stages of mobilization. But the commission itself did not last the year, and the success of the Office of Production Management was also soon abolished. No, I want to raid. I want some manpower. Fuck you. Right, come on. We need that bit of manpower. It's useful. Like, every little bit of manpower helps. Right, we've got airport capabilities. Right, there we go. Officers. And then we've got our industrial zone stuff. So, nearly at 90 leadership, which is kind of impressive. Right, cruiser damage control. 43. Seaport capabilities. Okay. Carrier medium anti-air, that's good. Railroad network. And that bit of descent is going bye-bye. experimental nuclear reactor started. And we've got a couple of infantry techs, a few things to grab around here. This is all good stuff. And no, we won't trade zinc at the moment. Let's get the AA control computer. Anything that's 1940 we do want to get. Another Banshee. We're exporting those guys. They seem to like them across the world. Good old Chaplin. He's very well liked. And I could take the piss out of Hitler. Armored engineers. And then, yeah, we've got a few of those motorized support units and the like. And army headquarters improving. You know, we've got a nice little mix of everything, I think. You know, I really am extremely unsure on how much IC I should have. I feel like I'm not building this up as I should be, but also, like, you know, it's close enough. Like, it really is. Like, I can't see another way of doing this. Unless I'm just really not getting it and I'm, like, being thick, but I mean, there's being thick, and then there's, you know, I'd have to be really fucking up if I wasn't doing this correctly, you know, but maybe I am just a moron, but I'm imagining we're going to get some events that are just going to give us a load of IC, like, I would assume, right, because that's the only thing I can think of. And yeah, I think we did just have some more heavy stuff finish up, which is good. Right, cruiser AA control computer. Yeah, so that can carry on. The infantry ones can finish up. And yeah, regimental combat team. And we get the artillery barrel improved, as well as AA ammunition. I mean, these are all things that we want in our lives. Okay. And into armor now. So, yeah, gasoline engines for sure. Armored car designs for definite. Oh, elite commander units. Definitely want that. Jungle and air landing equipment and air landing infantry are all good wins. And cruiser fire control computer at 43, okay. And yeah, we need the heavy anti-air ammunition thing there to get that going. Gasoline engines. Right, catapults improved, that's good. Time on target, yeah, okay. So we can do armoured cars now. And elite commander units, and then we can get onto some of these, like Ski Brigade and the like. And improve our submarines, thank you. And yeah, Roosevelt promising that there's going to be no war. The Japanese have got something to say about that. I'm imagining in, you know, because obviously Roosevelt isn't leading the nation right now. I'm just imagining that this is like his own little private radio broadcast. You are listening to Roosevelt Today and my fireside chats. I'm the ex-president of the United States. Alright, so all the glorious has been lost. I think that pretty much matches reality, because they lost the glorious in in that time period as well. Right, what else have we got building up? We don't really need to do anything else at the moment. Right, naval unit. Yeah, 42. And yeah, I definitely want to do that. So we are going to sacrifice a little bit from officers once again, but we've only got a couple of 41s to do there. We've got the advanced tank optics that we can do now, and we've got the advanced armor design. So we're going to be getting onto some plane prototypes once again very soon. Capital ship development, and yeah, buy all of our submarines. We got the best submarines in the world. The torpedoes don't work, but the submarines themselves are great. Just make your own torpedoes. Nick the British ones. Okay, so we just had someone win. Ooh, silent workhorse. Ooh, we've got a few good people. Let's get the laissez-faire capitalist in. We've got the crime fighter. Does that carry a spec? Ooh, yes, please, thank you. And all these guys are shit. So we'll stick with you. And we've got a lot of crap. A real load of crap, actually. Yeah. Bloody hell. Some real shit in the world going on here. Right, radar training. Along with advanced tank optics. We're getting to the point where we're doing things ahead of time now, so good news. And yep, still people want submarines. Thanks for topping up our budget a little bit, guys. Appreciate it. Right, artillery 42. Advanced armor designs, and then into prototypes. Right, desert unit training. We can let that go. And airborne unit training, though, we don't want to let go. Because we can start getting a few of the 41 level stuff going. And I just saw light armor designs. Yeah, finish up, which means we can get the special purpose armor, which is one that you can airdrop, I believe. And we're up to 10% on the old IC efficiency. This is bloody good news. Direct fire, 41. Yeah, we've got some prototypes of things coming back around. They'll finish up very quickly if they get a month's head start. And hopefully that carrier guy comes on soon. And yeah, there's the mountain one. Medium bomber, good, good. Okay, so Operation Sea Lion. They've actually launched it. Shit. Does look like the Brits are going to fight it back, though. Come on, Britain. Don't fuck it up. And yeah, prototype there. Let's get ammunition capacity. Right, they've retaken it. Well done, Britain. You're getting there. And oh, we're over the 90 mark. In fact, we're at, I think we're now at over 100 on the leadership, which is pretty intense. Level of armor plating. And we can get, ooh, the aerodynamic techs. And the transponder. And we can't get night fighting equipment yet, but we're not far off it. There we go, well done, Britain. So, I don't think that German attacks really worked. Which is good, because that would have been pretty disastrous. If that had paid off for the Germans. There we go, some more HQs. And there you go, the British Isles are well and truly safe. That's an active sonar. Active sonar for ships. And getting it for submarines wouldn't be too bad either. Right, motorized HQ. Direct fire. Let's get the air search radar ones. And then we get motorized HQ improvements. And yeah, whole money and energy a day is not bad. Right, armored HQ and super heavy battleships just finished. And then there's our lovely HQ there, beautiful. And I don't want to export chromite, please. Right, we're going to need to start arranging everything pretty soon because, you know, we've got pretty much everything laid out. Oh, Cuba wants a destroyer. Metal indeed. 12% IC efficiency. Okay, I'll take that. That's very large. And okay, so load of 41 level techs that we can grab here. So coastal submarines, we can improve the starting point. Heavy armor designs and thick pressure hull. A couple of 41 levels there to grab soon. And nearly into a whole new year. The biggest, most important year. 41. Now, considering we've got a pretty decent little world setup here. Metal, fuel, energy. Yeah, okay. Nearly 70 a day. And let's give a little bit of aluminium. And I wonder if we're going to be getting a bit of love soon. There we go, fireside chat. Arsenal of Democracy. So, the Arsenal of Democracy was a slogan coined by President Mr. Good Old FDR in 7 promising to help the British and Russians fight the Germans by giving them military supplies or staying out of the actual fighting. Roosevelt referred to Detroit, Michigan as the Great Arsenal of Democracy because of the rapid conversion of much of the Detroit area automotive industry to produce armaments during World War II. The speech was to call to arm and support the Allies in Europe and to a lesser extent China in that all-out war against Germany and Japan. So we've lost the state of emergency, but we've gained Arsenal of Democracy with 25% IC benefit. That's good. With the Detroit War Industries. Okay. So we're now up to nearly 100 for our production queue. Plus we can do the Bank for International Settlements. Okay. So, you're like, production-wise, we're not awful. This isn't the worst I've ever seen, but we're definitely not great either. If this is the Great Arsenal of Democracy, I want a refund. So, because we aren't exactly even able to produce and cover our own production budget, let alone anyone else's. But we are up to 94 in the old research stakes, which is kind of amazing. With pretty much everything being done early in 1941. So, I've seen worse. And, oh, we've got some events. So, we've gained control of Greenland and Iceland. I think we should start reducing our neutrality and go for a quick economic boost. And we've got an air order being sent our way. And I don't want to do any mine expansion at the moment. Okay, and then we can chuck, convoys and escorts up the top. Depth charge improvements would be good, and as would heavy anti-air guns. Okay, right, I'm going to call it an episode here, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've got everything in place now, so I think it's just a case of sort of getting ready for the next steps. But thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing the next episode of the United States campaign. Thanks again. Bye-bye.